end user systems. So there's all different flavors of managed services, like co-managed IT, and there's no one co-managed best plan. There's MSSP, which is just managing the security piece, which again, is that MSSP or is this MSP? There's managed services, which again can be anything from we're just monitoring your network and charging you for everything, all the way up to like an all-in seat price. And we are going to have sessions on packaging and pricing. We're going to keep doing those. You're going to learn, but just so you know, there's no one size fits all. There's no one best managed services agreement to deliver. It depends on the needs of your clients. And as you grow and become more operationally mature as an MSP, you are going to be able to add on things that you might not be able to do right now, like advanced cyber or compliance as a service, because maybe it's just you and a couple of techs, and you really don't have the capacity to do those things. And that's fine. Sell what you can deliver. Do the best you can. And then as you grow your company, you'll be able to add those on. So I just want to make sure you guys understand managed services technically is like anything monitoring and maintaining a client's network in that capacity. All right. But whatever you land on, make sure you never sell a client less than they need. And the only reason you would sell a client less than they need more often than not is because they are selling you, oh, I don't think I need all that. Oh, I don't need that kind of backup. I don't need the cybersecurity. I don't need all that advanced endpoint stuff. I don't need two-factor or whatever it is, right? So the thing I would encourage you is never sell a client less than they need. Stand your ground. You're the expert. If you feel your philosophy, see, you got to have a philosophy about what you do. I have a philosophy about sales and marketing, right? You guys kind of know I believe in direct response marketing, meaning when I send a campaign out, I want it to directly generate leads, which turn into opportunities, which turn into customers, and it turns into revenue. So I don't just do arbitrary branding. Okay. It's just not I think branding is a byproduct of direct response. So I have a philosophy. So if a client came to me wanting me just to do branding, I would turn them down because that is not my forte. Number one, it's not that I can't do branding. It's just that my philosophy says you do direct response, then you do that. Or for example, if a client came to me, and we have clients come to me, and I could sell this as a service. People come to me and they want to buy an email list. We won't sell it to them because my philosophy is you have to earn permission to email people. We don't want you just spamming them. And you can't just take some list you bought and stuff it in to Keap and broadcast, because you're going to get shut down. You're going to get labeled as a spammer. And then your domain name is going to be harmed. Not just not just Keap will shut you down, but any ESP, email service provider, is going to shut you down. Constant Contact, MailChimp, ConnectWise, I don't care who it is. They're going to shut you down. So that's my philosophy. So if you came to me and said, Robin, I need an email list, I'm going to tell you, you'll have to go somewhere else to buy it from someone, because I'm not selling that to you, because I don't think it's the right thing to do. I don't think it's good for you. I don't think it's the right approach to marketing, because that's my philosophy. That is what I believe. And you need to have a philosophy around technology. What is good? What is the right way about it? And if you have a client who's sitting in front of you saying, I don't need that, and you know they do, don't back down. Because if you back down, now you're allowing them to make a bad decision. And explain it to them. Say, look, I can't let you not buy this. Now, if you don't want to buy it, then maybe you should find another MSP who's willing to do that kind of work for you. Maybe somebody else will do that. I think it's like if you go to a good doctor and you have a problem, God forbid you have cancer, right? Which I had melanoma once on my leg, right? And I went in for surgery, and the doc said, well, we got to do surgery. We got to remove that spot on your leg. We got to pull lymph nodes. We got to do blood testing, make sure it hasn't spread. He lays out a treatment plan. Now, if I went to that doctor and said, Doc, I like everything you have, but I don't want to have surgery. Like, I don't want you to cut all that out of just take the little spot off. Don't, because they have to cut when you have melanoma. I'm getting kind of graphic, and I'm sorry, but they have to go so many millimeters deep. They take a chunk out of you, right? And it leaves a scar. Well, what if I went to the doc and said, Doc, I think it's going to be fine. Just take that little spot off. I don't want a big chunk missing from my leg. Just do that, and then we'll be good, right? Now, a good doctor would say, I'm sorry, I'm not going to treat you as your doctor, because I know what we need to do to keep you alive and treat this, and I'm not going to let you do anything less than that. That's what a good doctor would do. A bad doctor would say, all right, well, we'll just do what you want to do, even though I know medically that's the wrong advice. And, every medical journal will tell you to do different. Even though I know all that, I'll still sell it to you. I'll sell you what you want and do what you want. And then we'll just hope. All right. Well, no doctor would allow you to do that. So please do not sell a client less than they need. And second of all, do not discount or cheapen your services to win a client, especially right now. Right now, inflation is still up extremely high. Labor for IT engineers is up exponentially, while other labor is coming down a little bit.